So hey guys, and welcome to another stream with me, Supernautus. And this is kind of something of an anomaly, something of something of an interesting game that I really enjoyed many years ago. One of the few MMORPGs that I actually really liked, and it is City of Heroes. More precisely, it's City of Heroes Homecoming, brought back to life on other servers. It's a great game. I've been playing a little bit of it. I've got my character up to level 10. The only trouble with being low level at the moment in this is that we're probably not going to get invited to too many teams, but you know, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. So yeah, I've been enjoying this game. I really liked this game back in years ago, and I never ever really found a superhero MMORPG that was as good as this. Champions Online tried it. The Marvel one was okay, but you didn't really get to build a character. DC is okay. But you know what? Let's jump right into the game and talk all about it once we're there. So yeah, we're in the low level areas of the game, which is obviously a little bit different. We're still early on, so give me 1 second just to open my drink. Yeah, I'm probably clearly visible on the screen doing that, but never mind. We are going to play this. I've got some missions to do, and you guys can join me, but that's the mission I want to do there. So, superheroes, a variety of villain types, and yeah, I've unlocked flight as my travel power quite early on. Where am I going? I'm going over here. All around this kind of city you'll see all sorts of villains. I want to just check actually how my audio's coming through, so just 1 sec. Villains? I want to just check actually how my audio's coming. Yeah, it sounds like it's coming through fine. I probably should have muted the mic there, I'm sorry. But yeah, let's get on with it. So yeah, City of Heroes Homecoming. I've seen a few people have been streaming this, and I thought, you know, it's a game I loved. Oh, I'm being attacked. I better just deal with these people. Where are you? There he is, a wee clockwork man. A wee clockwork man. He's gonna wish that he had not attacked me. I had a little bit of power to my attack there. So yeah, my character build is what's known as a scrapper. Very specifically, a kind of hand-to-hand combat kind of character. He has hand blades, not claws, hand blades, and regenerative powers. I'm sure you can guess where I'm going with that. We're about to do a mission though where we go undercover, so what we're dressed as does not really matter at that point. Let's do it. The game world, you've got lots of other, when other players are around you, you've got lots of other players there. The mission areas are instanced, so you won't find any other players in there unless you've teamed up with them. Why am I attacking people when I'm supposed to be undercover? I don't know. Shatterjaw? You won't let them go upstairs. I should be able to convince Shatterjaw that I'm here for the right reasons. They're not talking to each other. Tough day at the office, guys. This is Shatterjaw. Hey, what's the hurry, Chief? I want to go upstairs. Nah, only fighters competing to become a Bone Daddy or Death Doll get to go upstairs, and you don't look like one of them. It's the male or female versions of particular level of their team. Alright, I'll let Bone Dust know we got some fresh meat coming upstairs. And I'll head upstairs. Yeah, the skulls. All bone related names. I guess we got to... Ooh. It's like a karate dojo or something in here, look. They're all just lined up, beating each other up. I need to get upstairs. So, excuse me, get out of my way, pardon me, passing through. Yeah, and actually, the game looks even better than it did. Yeah, that's a bone daddy. Yeah. Apparently that's a good thing to call yourself. Yeah, it looks a lot sharper. I'm also quite happy because I'm playing this on a system that's a lot better than the one I used to play this game on. So I hear you want to try and join the ranks of the Bone Daddies. That's right, I'm ready. Well, you sound ready, but only surviving the ribcage proves whether you are or not. I told you I'm ready. You know that if you lose your life, right? A true skull isn't afraid of death. Well said. Yeah, I can't use my normal powers. Can I jump off there? Is that okay? I gotta chat to this guy. Hey, fight organizer, that's a nice name you got. Bone Dust gave his approval, alright. I hope you kissed your girlfriend this morning, Duke, 'cause today just might be your funeral. Hope makes you weak. I don't know what these powers are that it's asking me to use. Submachine gun, sweeping cross, heavy blow. Here we are. Let's do this. I'm ready. Wait, who's attacking me? Can we have him? We just have to shoot him up. Not very heroic, has to be said. But we have to blend in with the crowd. He's dead. Who's next? PPD are swarming the building I'm in. I have to get out of here. This is the Paragon Police Department. We have the building surrounded. Come out with your hands up and this can all end peacefully. So they say. Let's send them a message. I can't attack the police. Everyone get ready. Escape into the sewers. So I've got to evade capture. Oh, they're obviously coming that way then. And this way. How do I evade capture? I go in this way. So those guys are running that way, I'll run this way, if you don't mind. Ah, I've gone the wrong way, I should have gone up those stairs. The police are busy with all those other people, but I need to go this way so I can get out without being caught. Otherwise I'll be picked up impersonating a stupid gang member. Oh wait, I can't go this way either. Oh yeah, I can. Just need to make sure we're going the right way. We're escaping into the sewers by going upstairs. There we go, we're going to take the sewers out of here and I've completed this mission. Nice easy beginning for the evening. And we can chat to her. Well, we've got to confront Velez. Find out where Velez and his friends are getting their superdine and shut it down. I'm afraid that squeezing gangbangers on the streets isn't going to cut it, he says. So, okay. City of Heroes Homecoming, here we go. We've got to face Velez. He's 500 odd yards away. Time to get our flight on. And get there. This obviously will be a lot more exciting once we're able to join up with other players, or once people start. But at the moment, with me being level 10, I've noticed a lot of people seem to be about level 30, which is a bit of a problem. It'd be good to see more people in here. It's got a decent amount of people backing it up now that it's kind of back up and running. Something around about, I don't know, 150,000 people or something. Oh, Velez is hosting a rave, and I'm in my costume, so it's going to be a fight the moment they see me. Hey, idiots, here I am. Next. So yeah, I mean, combat-wise, it's fairly straightforward. You unlock powers as you level up. I'm going to die if I'm not careful. Got some healing items, but still I could be driven pretty close to death if I'm not careful. Especially if I can't lock on to people. I need to kill this. Yeah, you see. So yeah, you get sent back to the hospital. Now, I'm sure I remember when I used to play this game, if you did that, basically all the enemies eventually respawned. Doesn't seem to be happening in the same way in this game, or at least as far as I remember. In some areas they will respawn pretty quickly, in other areas they're not responding at all. It's a lot easier obviously when you've got a group of people with you. You know, somebody might still be alive, you can run to the hospital and come back. So at the moment, yeah, we're playing this solo. I would like to join up with some people if anyone's interested in playing this game. I feel like it's always been a game that's very close to my heart. Who even knew I had one? Wait. No, everyone did. But I always liked this game. I was very sad to see it go, but I was always keeping an eye on news that kind of was coming out, you know, over time, about people trying to get it back up and running one way or another. And I know that a lot of people have been working very hard to do that. And thank you very much, because, you know, for a long time I was looking at other MMO games, and there are some okay ones out there, but this was always my favourite one. I mean, this was the only one. I'm trying to think, was this the only one I ever paid a subscription for? I think it might have been. I played it for a decently long time. They released a secondary kind of part to this, which was City of Villains. You guessed it, you could create a supervillain and fight against the superheroes. That is also included in this. So yeah, you can play as a villain too if you want, just with a slightly different campaign. Oh, we got her fighting us now, and everyone's running away as we get to them. We've got items we can use to increase our, you know, various skills, I guess. If I use these inspirations, I can make myself a bit stronger, a bit more well defended. Also, I can increase my accuracy sometimes with them, and I keep doing that. I've got to move that rest power that I've got there, because I keep hitting that button. I should really put that on a secondary platform, a secondary tab at the bottom, which is something you can do too. You can obviously stack your powers in whatever order you think might be better. Have about 3 or 4 bars at the bottom there. I did that again. He's dead. Yes, I mean, you can have 3 or 4 bars at the bottom. Okay, we've got 3 guys here. They all should be easy enough to defeat. Said that last time didn't work out so well when we died, did it? Keep hitting 4 instead of 5. And now the last one. And yes, so this isn't just brought back as a single player thing, this is brought back with the multiplayer element still intact as well. Although I am looking and wondering whether the missions that are included in it are the original missions that I used to play. Okay, there's nobody here. See, these people all run away as we get there. So that was that way. So we're going to want to go left up here. Some pounding music there. There we go. And there we go. Next one. He's got to go down now as well. It helps that all these people are leaving as soon as they see me. Oh, I've been missing him. There we go. Next. Right, you guys get out of here and leave me with the bad guys. Yes. Some of the missions can be a little more difficult, and you end up, at some point you may end up getting to the point where you definitely need to join up with people, which will probably happen at some point. We have a problem, he says. Weird skull-faced lady. I know. Yeah, you're wearing stupid skull masks, that's the problem you've got. Tell Backbreaker to lock up the warehouse after we left and shoot anyone who tries to leave. Until I'm dead, nobody leaves alive. And he says she says, it shall be done. Mr. Atta, if you'll accompany me, I'll show you my thing. Yeah, he's like a weird orc kind of thing. There's like a lot of different gangs, and one of them appear to be kind of orcs, if you like. Hey, how's it going? Mister. Variety of villains though. I mean, there are a lot of different, as I say, groups of villains to play as. Attack wise, there might not be a huge amount of variety in their attacks, but you know, there's an interesting variety of story arcs in here as well to look at. Attack in. But yeah, this is something I was really looking for. I was looking for this kind of game to kind of play on stream, you know, and give me something more interesting happening. Hey, how's it going? You're a brawler, but you've got a gun. I'm not sure people brawl with guns, do they? Got a long way to go. Up the stairs. I say stairs, up the ramp. Nobody behind us, but the 3 guys over there just dancing away and enjoying their life. Don't know how much longer they'll be enjoying their lives for, but you know, for a little while at least. And my character is quite small as well, height-wise, so that kind of makes things a little weird looking. And also, I don't. Basically, all of the costume options for creating your character are here, and it always had a lot of variety in terms of costume parts. Every single part that you could possibly want to use is unlocked for use here. But yeah, I mean, character creation in this was just one of the best things ever, to be honest. One of the best things. You're dancing like weird people. So I need to just use a healing item. Just to make sure that we're feeling a bit better with in ourselves. So I'd rather not have to travel all the way back here. There we go, and you now. There we go. We're going to have to rest here because our health is quite low. What I'll maybe do once we finish this mission, or once we finish this kind of series of missions, in fact when we get to our next level up I can probably show you a bit better the character creation, or at least the costume adjustment, because I can adjust my costume slightly, and there are a few things I'm thinking I might want to do. There's an awful lot of noise there from people shouting, "Get down, they're shooting!" I'm going to be in trouble here because there's a bit of a jump to get to the next lot of guys. Sometimes if there's a boss-like character, if there's a boss character there and you manage to kill him or her, it'll let you get out a bit quicker. But as you can see, I've been defeated again. Sometimes you'll get something that you can use to resurrect, which definitely would have helped there, which you use obviously just after death. So yeah, it's definitely a game, if you're interested in a superhero kind of MMORPG, this is kind of the one. This is the one, you know, to me, this is the best one. As much as I enjoyed DC Universe Online and the rest, this one is, as far as I'm concerned, just the best of them. Because there's so much to do. I mean, there's such a large world, and so many things to kind of do. We've got lots of fairly large areas. I shouldn't have flown so low there. I'm surprised I didn't get attacked. You can see there's little bits of conversation between all of the villains, or you know, bits where the villains are kind of talking through what they're doing. See, some people are looking for teams, and I can see there are people looking for groups. Level 25, level 19, that sort of thing. Now you do get kind of sidekicked up to them, which means that it'll draw levels kind of close-ish. But the trouble is that you're still going to be relatively weak, because obviously you don't have the full scope of powers that you would have normally at that level. You just have moderately leveled up versions of the powers that you've selected, which should mean that you can fight decently, but in my experience it usually meant you had to stay back and let people tidy up a little bit before you jumped in. You know, take out more of the lower level characters. But here we go. We'll go back up here and we'll try and see if we can win this. Now I'm not too sure how much health that character's going to have left that we got killed by. Pretty much all of it. You can sometimes, if you're careful, draw them over to you. But no, not in this case. Not in this case. I couldn't draw one over, I had to draw them both. We're probably going to die again. Come on. See, because my health's dropping really fast. Come on. So I'm not sure how well we're going to survive this fight, to be honest. if we're going to survive this fight at all. Ah, we did. Okay, good. We're going to have to... Like, they're all higher level than me. I feel like we could maybe sort this by not fighting them. They're all higher level, but only one level above me, which is easy enough. So let's do it. Stop crouching! Oh, stop it! I need to move that power. Yeah, and it screwed me up because... So yeah, sometimes you could end up spending a lot of time going back and forward to hospital. What I need to do actually, while I remember, we're gonna... I need to put them... No. Oh, wait. There we go. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that number 2. And then maybe I'll put my transport powers on there as well. And this should make it a little bit easier to stop constantly hitting the wrong key, because now... No. No, because now what I've done is... Well, it doesn't matter. Let's get out of here. I feel like now what I've done is I've made number 2 the active tab. Just looking because I can upgrade my powers slightly with some of these. I feel like that might not be a bad idea. I'm going to drop that. And we're going to increase that speed by dropping this here instead. That means we'll fly a bit faster. Don't have any powers that... Yes, I do. We'll do that. And this should reduce the energy usage to use that power. Okay, we're going to try this again. And we're going to try and pick our targets a little more carefully, I think. Because I think that's the main thing that we've been doing incorrectly there. Picking the wrong targets. Plus, all the inspirations I've got are these... Yeah, that's going to annoy me because now I'm going to have to click everything instead of... Maybe that works out better. Instead of pressing buttons. Yeah, we're not doing so well, considering we maybe killed 2 enemies. So what you need to try and do is you need to try and draw off more enemies. I think it would be easier. We only had a connection issue there, did we? Yeah, obviously because this is still a pretty early stage of this. Connectivity can be a bit funny, shall we say. Can be a little odd. I'll go away. Now we're getting attacked by other things. What I'm going to do, I think, is if I change that to number 1 now, then yeah, that'll work. That gets our powers in the right place. And then I can switch that back over, obviously, when I want to actually use my transport powers. Or my healing, which I don't really want to do in the middle of combat, which is the whole reason we moved that. hopefully this will draw some interest and maybe get some more people on board for this. If you're interested in how to get onto here, if you look for City of Heroes Homecoming, all the instructions will be there for you. There we go, we got rid of him. Well, this one next. Because obviously they were close enough to see me. Come on. Make sure you're using the right powers, otherwise you get in some trouble doing that. We've got some health issues here because I'm not sure that actually helped the way I've set that up. Yeah, I don't know if... Oh, it did. Now I could probably do... Oh no, I was going to say I could probably do with resting, but it looks like we're okay. Some of the powers obviously recharge a bit quicker than others, and we're dead again. Yeah, that's part of the trouble with trying to play through some of these things on your own. Because now we're going to have to travel all the way back there. Oh, we've got a resurrection one, I never even noticed that. If I'd noticed the minor resurrection, we could have come back to life, mind you. The trouble with that is... you don't have much life and you'll probably just die again instantly. Where that's quite useful is when you're in a party, in a group, someone can kind of drag you away. At that point you can use your resurrection. That's only obviously if you're in a group. You can use the resurrection thing anytime. The trouble with it is, so like that's a minor resurrection, which means that it won't wake you up with a lot of health, and not enough to survive the fight anyway. Okay, early stages you find it's very much a grind. Obviously, like any MMO. But then some of the bigger kind of missions and combat areas get quite exciting. So drop off and then do that. So back we go, we've got to fight more of these people and try and knock them all out before... yeah, there are also PvP zones in the game. I don't know if the PvP zones work the same as they used to. Mainly because I was never someone that was interested in the PvP side of it. I liked either playing a hero or a villain. More a hero because City Heroes was around a bit longer, got more used to the heroic aspect of it. And so we may try at some point as well with a villainous character. Okay, that one's almost dead, so we should be able to take them now. Yeah, easy. The problem comes when we go downstairs here, because I think we'll probably have to fight a lot of people. And I'm not sure... Ooh. Looks like I've got to fight all them then, because I've messed up. How did we die so soon? I'm going to die again before I've even attacked, I think. See that? See, that's why, I mean, the self-resurrection is just pointless. I'm not advertising this game well, am I? I think I need to seriously look at... seeing what the options are for teaming with people. You can go to like a group thing, although I've noticed a lot of this seems to just be I'm not in a super group, so there's no point. No point looking at that menu. I don't remember. I'm still trying to get to grips with some of the systems as well as before, you know, from before, because well, it's just getting used to the whole thing again, isn't it? So remembering how to like sign up, like, you know, join a group. Remembering how to ask, how to call to join a group. When you die as well, when you're sort of leveling up, you have to work off some level debt, experience debt. That obviously comes up when you're killed. Which can be a bit of a pain if you're killed over and over and over again on a mission, because it just takes you that much longer to level up. I've been playing probably about, well, maybe 6 or 7 hours to level 10, but obviously it takes a bit longer. Takes a bit longer as you're as you get higher up the levels, is what I was looking to say. I don't know why I wasn't able to say it, but there you go. So yeah, I mean, this is obviously at the moment the repeated deaths are a little bit frustrating. I promise it is a good game. And I'm just, you know, I'm really happy to be playing this game again. You know, if you are playing any of the other superhero games I've mentioned, you know, DC Universe Online, I know there are still people playing. I don't know if it's as active as it was once, but I know people are still playing it. Right, there we go. Let's get her. We're probably going to die before we finish. Oh, no wonder, he was like a level above us. That's why we were losing so heavily. Yeah, no wonder we were losing. Use this to just get our accuracy up a little bit, because for some reason we're not very accurate against him. We're still going to have a problem though, because our health's very low. There we go. Okay, we're going to have to rest here out of sight, so that we can get our health back before we go down and attack anyone else. We need to take him first, once we've healed. We healed enough? Yes, we are. So we're going for that, no, that guy first, because he's the one that's going to do us the most damage. Next. We can take her now. Just obviously we want to take down the most dangerous enemy first, which we did. And now you. The thing is, obviously, because we've had to fight off all those enemies, we're gonna have some trouble with health. And there's a potential here that when I beat this guy. See now, so oh no, don't all hug at once. But now we've got to fight somebody called Backbreaker. Now you missed me. There's obviously a wrestling move where you put your knee across someone's back. Or a human being. Enough, you're stronger than I am, I give up, he says. Okay. You're as strong as Vela is, maybe he does fear you after all. Where did he go? Went to the lab with Atta, the leader of the trolls. Ha 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 ha, you have no idea how big this all is, do you? Where's the lab? There isn't a thing in the world you can do to me that will make me tell you that. Tell me where the lab is, scumbag, or what? You'll kill me? Deliver a message. What message is that? When you see him, tell him he underestimated Supernautus. And we'll knock him out. We've completed the mission. At last. It only took me like 5 attempts. But we got there in the end. At long last. Okay, so we have got a mission. It's there. So now we need to go to our contact. Our contact for this is this guy, Eagle Eye. What the? Your tracking device shows you're at the Royal Refinery. What are you doing here? You planted it on one of the skulls to lead you to Vela's in the Superdine lab? Damn, that's some smart thinking. Amazing work. That's what we did. So I guess we're going to have to head to the Royal Refinery. Be careful, if even half of what the skulls say about Velez is true, he's a deadly opponent who believes he controls the power of death. Additionally, Morana is still a big question mark. She hasn't shown up since you stopped her from assassinating Councilwoman Simmons. But that doesn't mean she isn't part of the equation. Keep aware and make sure she doesn't get the drop on you. You might want to get some help on this one. Good luck. So it's suggesting that we need some help. We've got 2 missions available to us. I'm not sure I like this thing that I did where I separated out the abilities. I think if I just put this here, if I just put that at the other end, then I think we'll probably be fine. Because the 2 bars doesn't actually really help me that much. 2 bars in the fire. Oh wait. So yeah, yeah. I don't know what else to tell you. I do dearly love this game. I don't think I can tell you that enough. Just how much I really like this game. Look, there's some people who've just done a mission. Oh no, they're not. Those are some bots that just came out of a mission area for some reason. I thought those were people that had actually done a mission. We're going here. Away from those people. Because these are some more of the skulls. Death heads. But why bother facing off against them when you can just go in that way? Well, there's an obvious reason, which is that you'll get more experience points. Powerful industrial chemicals mask the telltale odor of Superdine being processed in here. Supernautus entered the factory. The stench of chemicals filling his lungs. I don't know why the stench would be filling his lungs. Maybe filling his nose. You found the first group of enemies. they weren't ready for his brutal blade attacks. And they fell. Fast. Oh, hello. You're next. I'm not sure we can actually win this. Because sometimes the boss characters are quite tough. Looks like we're not going that way. Oh my! Hello, Supernautus is here. How did he find us? Because you have a tracker. Who led me to them? It was you. Ha 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 ha. Oh, but the trolls, they're expecting a shipment. The trolls. Gotta be careful. He has a warm reception in mind, does he? I like when you walk into a building and it has a warm reception. You don't want to go into a building that has a cold reception. Oh, okay. That's a warm reception, isn't it? Having to fight like 4 people at once. If I wasn't like really not very good. That's another one down. The attacks that I've got, I mean, some of them are quite helpful because they'll... But I died. Yeah, I just keep dying. But all the enemies, to be fair, are like leveled above me. And obviously I'm not yet super powerful, I would say, is the other reason that maybe things don't go as fun as I might want them to. Yesterday we did play some Grand Theft Auto 4 on Xbox. I found that when we did, yet again, same from San Andreas, because of the licensed music in the game, Mixer will not, at least from the Xbox, because I was playing direct from the Xbox. This obviously I'm playing on PC, but when I was playing that direct from the Xbox, yeah, it won't allow you to stream the game audio, which is fine. You can still do crazy driving tricks and stunts and all the rest of it, but you know, it's just not, I don't know, it just doesn't work if you haven't got the conversational kind of parts of the game. It just doesn't work. So I was having a look to see how my system will run GTA 4, and it seems like it'll run it fairly well, so I'll probably do that a little while. I had bought it a while back on Steam anyway, so it's available for me to play after I reinstall it on the computer, because I have a lot of games installed at the moment from Steam that we need to work through, all the sort of adventure games. Some of the games are a bit shorter, and I intend to hopefully fairly soon start recording some of the shorter games on YouTube, rather than doing like a 15-minute stream here and there. It's kind of pointless to do that. But you know, we will look at doing those, and I'm looking to pick up some more. I'm thinking about playing more kind of open world games as well, like RPGs. I also tried earlier Sniper Ghost Warrior Contract. Seems okay. Not like majorly exciting or anything like that, but it seems okay. See, they're just far enough away that they're not seeing this. Oh, now that guy is. And because that guy is, now they are. And we're going to fall very fast if we're not careful. Although some of them are... Some of these guys are lower level than me, or the same level as me, which should make them a little easier to defeat. The problem is, I don't have a lot of... don't have a lot of health left. I think, interestingly, I noticed one thing with the game that I'm sure never used to happen, is that all the enemies appear to writhe on the ground. Please kill him before he kills me. Thank you. After you've killed them. Right, I'm going to have to rest. Increase my health again. Rest and bring my health back. See, I don't know if I'll stream this a lot. Maybe a little bit here and there. I'm thinking about maybe... Because obviously I do have kind of a schedule, if you like, which is pretty much 10 PM most nights. And I'll announce obviously when I'm going live on Twitter. But I do wonder whether it's worth... Obviously when a new game comes out we tend to play it to completion. Certainly we did with Star Wars, we did with The Outer Worlds. I'm not overly concerned with streaming games as soon as they're brand new. But I do like to, if I can. Okay, I need to try and draw some of these enemies without having to draw them all. If I could pull her towards the door. Okay, let's see. It doesn't really matter which one we go for, but he's closer. I seem to be having some problems hitting him though. It's probably because we're not close enough to him. Also, I'm picking powers to use, which... She didn't attack. She saw me, she pulled her gun, but she didn't attack. Just looking at something. Just want to find out something. I'm just looking at a conversation some people are having. Just interested to check something. I'm not overly concerned about... I don't know what I'm reading, to be honest. Okay. Anyway, where was I? We were looking to fight these guys off. Sorry, I just had... Some people seem to be having a bit of a falling out about somebody there. Or about something. Okay, what level are these guys? I think we can probably take them. Striker, Slicer, Chopper. Oh wait. Oh, I was hoping she would come towards me, see me and be pulled to me. She was? Okay. Ah, they all were. Never mind then. Thought that would be a good way to draw some of them away. Anyway, the enemies are obviously a bit of a pain. Just a bit awkward, really, more than anything, isn't it? But we took them. All three of them. None of them bothered us too much. Uh-oh. What was that? There he goes. That's Velez. He's way higher level than me. And he's burning the whole place down. What happened there? He was here. Did he blow himself up or something? Surely, right, that fire should kill him. What I'm scared of here is he's going to absolutely annihilate me if I fight him. I don't think I've got any choice. I don't even know if I can beat him. What is this? See, he's pulling out. I can't even damage him. Can't even damage him. I think we might be a little bit trapped. That's definitely a mission that I need to get some assistance with, I think. Just something I need to get assistance with. So I don't know. I think what we're going to do is we're going to try the other mission that we've got. Because I don't think I can beat Velez. Not on my own. I might have to come back to that. Hey, thank you. We might have to come back to that mission. I think it's just a little bit too tough for us right at this moment, at least. I don't want to do that. I want to do that mission. Abandon progress on the current mission. Yeah, I really don't have a choice. Thanks for the follow. Thank you so much. Glad to meet you. No, I usually do follow back, so I certainly will. I always feel like it's the right thing to do, you know? Supporting each other is what we need. I always think it's kind of what makes Mixer the way it is, you know, is it's a lot friendlier. I find people are a lot more supportive of each other, and thank you. This guy's not going down easily. So I highly recommend looking into this if it's, well, you know, if it's a game you remember playing and you kind of want to go back to, because this was a very good thing when I found this. I felt we want to use this. We don't need to fight them really. Now what's this? Proton's image appears in the image of the Demolisher. Look of concern etched deeply on his face as he works furiously at various knobs and dials. Now you're tampering with the security system as well. Breaking an entry is still considered illegal even in this time. Ruffians. Once my tests are done, I shall personally deal. He looks away from his instruments and focuses his sight on the monitor. Oh, it's you, Supernatus. You showed up at the right time. Seems we have some uninvited guests who appear to have been rather curious as to who their new neighbours were. Yeah, I noticed the uninvited guests. I'm in the middle of some very important tests. Just looking at a gauge somewhere out of sight, and they've interrupted the algorithm with their tampering. I don't know what the algorithm is, but I guess what he wants me to do is beat up an awful lot of bad guys. It's reassuring to know I have his back. Someone's approaching my location now that needs to be taken out. Well, there he is, look. Oh. Okay, well let's pull him over here to reduce the amount of enemies I'm going to have to fight, because I'd rather not fight them all at once. I should have kept the front door of mine locked, he says. It's not my front door. I'm just here to help someone. I'm not sure I'm going to survive this fight, mind you. But I did just, so... It was supposed to be easy pickings. Who told you that? See, sometimes you can get powers that will help you drag these enemies away towards you. Like, I'd rather just get him on his own if I could. But he doesn't want to come. Now they're all going to come. Luckily we have got some things that will help us level up. Can take that person down as well. Get rid of her. Yeah, we should be okay. For this fight at least. The welcoming committee they sent us wasn't too tough, so... The only thing that is annoying is that mission obviously we did before. I'll have to restart from the beginning again next time. Okay, these ones are all not too tough. If we take that one first, it should make things a little easier. Should make it a bit quicker to take them down, I think. Come on. Do it! Obviously my range of powers are pretty limited at the moment. Simply because we're still quite low level. What happens is every second level you get to take powers, or an additional power, and you can either obviously improve your power set that you've got, or you can take different powers if you want. I did take one extra power set, which was the flight power set, just because I wanted to be able to fly. I got to watch because that actually injures me too. Okay, and then we're going to continue this way. There's two paths we can go down in the long run. Blah blah blah. We must go here and fight more annoying bad guys with a variety of weapons. These guys are all going to be pretty tough, I think. So let's go, let's do it now. Let's do it when we're in range so we can actually do some damage to them. That's going to help me just boost my strength a little bit, the power of my attacks. She didn't want to take the attack there for a moment, but we got her in the end. So let's move on and fight these ones. Oh my, right, that's definitely the first one we want to attack. Yeah, because the rest of them are still a level above me, but they're not as tough as that one. So this one definitely needs to go first. There we go. Take that one. I'm watching my health as well because obviously I could be in some trouble. Missed with that attack too. I'm a little concerned as well that some of these other ones might suddenly start attacking me. There's quite a few of them still there. And she's wriggling on the ground in some kind of pain. You have to stand away because the camera's on, okay? What are you looking for? Okay, you could get something then. Sorry, just had to quickly talk to somebody there. Oh no, I got blown back by the thing exploding. I have to find one more of them. I can see it. It's over there. And what do we have in this group? That group's easy to defeat. That group should be easy to defeat as well, actually. Well, let's just get it done. The quicker we get it done, the better. Except apparently I can't hit her. Well, at least it took them a little while to react. Just meant that we weren't being fully attacked by everybody. Which, you know, is obviously preferable. Do it. There we go. Another one down. Who else do I need to take? Do I kill them? If I go over there, that guy's going to be a problem. I can't destroy that without defeating these people first. Maybe that guy over there won't attack, at least as quickly as the others. He didn't, so that helped. 2-on-1's a little easier than 3-on-1. See, one level above you, it's not too bad. When they've got like their names in pink above them, obviously that usually means that they're a little too far ahead of you, as that boss character was. Now, these ones are all actually fairly low level. Well, I say low level. They're my level. So I should be doing a little bit better against them, I hope. I think. I don't know. There we go, it's someone down. You alright, Belle? Taking them down. Oh, she didn't. There we go. Now we can destroy this thing. And be on our way to the next part of this mission, no doubt. I think there's... I don't know where the next part of the mission... So you get blown back, whatever you do there. Nothing much I could do about that. And now we have to intercept the leader of the skulls. First of all, let's get rid of these people if we can. Oh yeah, there's like a stairwell here and it'll lead you to somewhere, I believe, that might be more useful. I think. Hey, I'm down here now. I'm going to have to take him out. Just because he's there, he knows I'm here, he's going to be a problem. So let's get him. There we go. Now where are we going? Okay, no, we're not going that way. Intercept the Skull Gang leader. Now there are some people over here. Oh yeah, and there's some stairs at the other side of them. I wonder how easily I can squeeze past them there. I can't, is the answer to that. We cannot. And I might have just pulled 6 people to me at once. I might have just done that. We're not going to survive this fight. Clearly. We've got 4 people attacking us. But that's okay. I've got too many of these ones for restoring our energy, our I don't know what you call it, our stamina as such, our powers, I guess. Those are, yeah, they bring back our endurance, but my endurance seems to stay pretty high, to be honest. So I don't know that I really need them. Anyway, let's get back to our mission. Was that somebody just got destroyed in the middle of the street? I've gone completely the wrong way. Wow. I feel like, you know, I'm probably doing what I did in the, you know, back when I first played this game. I'm probably doing things exactly the same way, just, you know, doing really poorly in general. But I just like everything. I just like the world. I like the way things work. I just don't think everything's kind of right in this game as it always has been, you know? And I think those of you who have played this, you'll know exactly what I mean. Those of you that have had let's try that again. Those of you that haven't, hopefully you are enjoying what you're seeing out of this game. I definitely recommend looking into it if it is of interest to you. It's, as I say, if you search for City of Heroes Homecoming, you'll find the instructions on how to get this all up and running. I've made this guy really is that okay? So that one's the one that we were fighting, that we'd kind of beat. I don't know if the ones from above are going to start coming down again. That was the main problem we had the last time we were fighting these people, that I accidentally drew about 5 people on me. You can handle 2 or 3 at a time without too much difficulty, but as soon as you start getting down to, you know, 5 or 6 of them, that does become a little more difficult. But we're okay. The only trouble we've got is there we got to do that whole run again. Yeah. If you are playing, I highly recommend looking for yeah. I do remember. I think there was an earlier thing somebody did where they basically had the main central area kind of. They only had Atlas Park, which I think was the main. Remind myself. The kind of central zone. No, sorry, it's Galaxy City. No, Atlas Park, that's the area that you launch from. Somebody had redone that part of the game, but literally just the kind of area that you were standing around in. And that was interesting enough. I mean, you could create your characters, so you could have a character standing in the kind of zone. You had all the parts that allowed you to customize and create your character, but obviously none of the actual combat, none of the actual storyline. I know that there were some other kind of spiritual successor type games planned. I think there was Titan City, was it? I don't know whatever happened with that, because I never really went after it. Oh, there's some people. There's some heroes, but they're probably way higher level than me. I would be interested to know how the villain side of it looks as well, because I know that that did have, it was still popular at one time, although obviously everyone wanted to be heroes, really. Why be a villain? Well, I mean, there's lots of good reasons to play a villainous character if they're interesting. I really don't think having all of those is much use to me. I would drop them, but then I'd probably land myself in some kind of trouble where it would turn out that I did need them. I'll take him first. Can I attack, please? Okay, now I can attack someone else. I missed her with every attack that I've done so far. Come on. We're going to get killed again. Maybe not. I'm going to have to be careful. Oh, thank goodness. Do you know what? I am going to get rid of some of these. Oh, combine 3. Well, I'll combine 3 of them into that, and I'll combine 3 of them into... Well, actually, let's make sure it's that. I forgot you could do that. See, I'm re-remembering a lot of features of the game that I wasn't doing before. I can't even remember what level I got this character to in the past. Like previously, I honestly can't remember what level I got this character to. Played this character a long time. Now I'm going to obviously redo him. Although looking at him now, I realise that I hadn't made his costume exactly the same. Oh, what happened there? Well, I'm going to have to destroy them so that I can interrogate him, I think. Wait, was that that was their leader, wasn't it? That guy's apparently their leader. There we go, that'll do. Now, is this their leader? I give up! Look, I'll tell you everything. What do you know about the Shivans? Talk. The what? I don't know what you're talking about, man. We're just here to grab some of your electronics and sell them off to those freak show guys. So the freak show's behind this. Behind what? We were casing your joint when you were moving in and saw all those machines. Man, ain't nothing more than wait. Oh yeah, behind it. The Skull Gang member's face gets very sly as if he's trying to pull one over on you. Those freak shows were totally behind this, man. They brainwashed us into doing this. We're all like, no, we're law-abiding citizens. And they used a mind control device on us and made us break into the place. Yeah, I don't believe you. Really now, they mind controlled you, did they? He looks up and around as Proton speaks over the intercom, his face becoming more worried. He's telling the truth about breaking and entering, and ultimately I don't think he knows anything. Tapped into the teleport system, will be sending him straight to the local police station. In the meantime, I'm going to start working on a plan to prevent the Shivans, whatever, from awakening further. Thank you for your help. And we can get out. We completed our mission. I'll need to contact the person who gave me the mission and see if maybe... I'm kind of hoping to some extent it might allow me to level up. And the contact for that mission was her. Froston just sent me word about how you were there just in time to help him. I'm going to need to find out how those skulls knew when exactly to break into the place. I'm pretty sure that won't happen again. But it's best if we made absolutely certain we don't ever have a repeat of today. Any other missions? Haven't found any evidence pointing to how the skulls knew when to break in. Police have questioned the leader of the gang and claimed that word on the street was that we were moving into our new digs. So that's why we were targeted, but that would still mean someone might be bugging us. I've let Manticore know, but he thinks it would be a good test of our skills to track down the source of the problem. Where can I find them? The character Flambeau is going to help us out. Good. That's relatively far away, this mission. But let's do it. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I can hold the mouse buttons to actually travel without having to keep a key pressed down. The only problem is if you let go of your mouse buttons, you carry on flying like that. So you need to like click to stop. Do a join in like a group, especially to do one of those missions that I was doing, because I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it. So that's a mission we'll have to come back to. That I'm just a little bit too under-leveled to do. How many enhancements do I have? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to manage some of these and just see if I've got any more that I can use. I'll tell you what, I've got a damage boost on that one that's not going to be that much use. Yeah. And I've got a recharge reduction on that one. It doesn't take that long to recharge anyway. So we'll place a power enhancement on that one too. I don't have any defensive skills that require that. By the time I do, it'll probably be useless. And I don't have any ranged attacks, so I may as well dump that one, because it's not going to be any use very soon. Okay, let's keep going. We can convert some of them. Like if I put, I don't know, I don't have one of these, so if I put one of them in, I'm not sure how I do it, to be honest. I don't know. I can't remember what you do with that. So let's just keep going. There are still things I'm not 100% on. Because it's been so long since, you know, since this game has been a thing. Well, here's the guy we need to get missions from. His name is Dillo. Presumably like an armadillo, you know. Smooth on the outside, crunchy on the inside. Or is it smooth on the outside, smooth on the inside, crunchy on the outside, isn't it? I can't remember. Twin Shots made the wrong thought and said this to you. Wrong. Dillo has enough hands to keep his body symmetrical. One sec, guys. Mm-hmm.
Evil baby asleep?
No.
What?
She might even be downstairs. No, I think she went back up, actually. I could be wrong. just a few more minutes, guys. Sorry, just I'll be back in a moment. Oh. It's a level 10 mission, but these guys are all way over level. And this, they just seem to be a little better at avoiding my attacks. They're not completely unbeatable. At least not yet. Sorry, there's just a little bit of noise behind me, so I'm just going to turn the sound off just briefly. I'll still be here playing though. There's some noise behind me, but it's not the end of the world. I think we'll be okay. Okay, I'm just healing myself up a little bit there, because I could see that my health was getting a bit low. The main problem seems to be with these higher level characters that you just can't hit them as easily. They've got slightly better evasion skills, which obviously becomes a bit of a problem. Well, we got him. And now we need to find more enemies to kill. / fight. If I could fight... Ooh. See, now this one... I get the feeling this one's probably going to be a little more difficult to defeat. If I can fight him entirely on his own without having to fight the other guy that's round the corner from him, might do it. Actually, look how much health I actually took off him, not that much. Oh, sorry, I need to stop using that word. I'm not going to win this fight, that's for sure. So yeah, fighting a load of these guys when they're like, I would say at least 4 levels above me makes it a bit difficult. Having them 4 levels above me, you know? And I'm really close to leveling up too. So I don't know how easily I can defeat these guys. I feel like if I can do this, maybe that'll be where we level up. Might not be this time though. I wonder if it has to be skulls from that area. Like if I fight any other skulls anywhere else in the area, will that work in my favour? Or do they have to be in that part of town? Because fighting guys that are like, you know, like there's some over there, I'm pretty sure. And they're lower level than me by a long way. So an attack on them, one hit's going to probably kill that person. Let's just see if it does. No, it has to be in that area. So there you go, it has to be in that area of the map. It can't be in a lower level area. Which makes sense, really. So much level debt to work off, it's going to make it a bit annoying to get to the point of leveling up. We don't need that much more experience to get leveled up. About 500 odd points. Oh, did a little flight between the fire escapes there. So yeah, I think what we need to do here is we kind of need to take enemies a little more carefully. This is the area that we were fighting them in. Well, he doesn't look so bad. Maybe... Well, they're fighting with other villains. I don't know if this will work. I feel like we're in the area. Yeah, that one counts. This guy's a bad guy as well though, so I don't really know. I feel quite bad about attacking someone that's on the ground, but he is a bad guy. Because I feel like we have to defeat him. Just because. Okay, well this area is not so bad. That guy's been attacked by somebody already. See if we can get him before she turns round. So the ones that are like 2 levels above us, they fall quite easily. The ones that are 3 levels above us, not so well. Oh, now she turns round. Maybe she thought that he could handle it on his own. So I don't think my powers use enough endurance to actually cause me any problems right now. Later on, obviously, when you get some higher quality powers, they're going to mess around with your endurance a little bit. But for now it doesn't, obviously, because of because we're only using fairly low level powers right now. That's what I was trying to say. There's police there. I saw some guys around this corner. Oh no. That would not be a good fight. Well, it might be, but not if I want to win. 2 of them could be an issue. What's down this aisle? No. What's behind door number 2? They're all too high. Oh, they're scroungers though. Scroungers are like a kind of gang of homeless villains, I guess. I always assumed that's what they are. There's also like zombies and like, well, they call themselves trolls, but they look more like orcs. There's the clockwork guys. There's like weird. I remember in one part of the game, it's like a Halloween sort of area, or like more like a mythological sort of area. You know, they have like ancient, kind of Irish myth, I guess, that they based the thing on. Yay, we've leveled up. That should make some of the enemies a little easier to defeat. But look, that's still pink, which means it's more than 3 levels above me. And he was already pink before, which means he's obviously more than 4 levels above me. Those are scroungers, they're no use. All I'm wanting is one more skull. And then we can stop fighting random guys on the street. That's where we want to go. We can finish these guys off nice and easily. I only have to kill one of them, but that means we'll kill both of them. Otherwise, you know, the one's going to chase us down. We do get the assistance of the police here because they've turned their attention away from him. So now we have to go to a tram station. Well, monorail station, and go to Steel Canyon. A new area. The monorail station is... I don't need to go to the zone map. The monorail station's all the way down here. I got Architect Entertainment. However, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go down here to Blue Steel. He's the trainer for the area. It's like one of those faces, Zoolander, isn't it? That kind of thing. Blue Steel. Okay, well, we'll make our way there. The tram station's pretty near to this. I made a friend on a level, so someone wanted help with a level 35 mission. I don't think I'd be much help yet. I just need to level up a bit more. Get some more useful powers. There's the monorail. Monorail, monorail, or something. Turn that way a bit. Basically, the guy we're looking for is in front of that giant coin. The guy whose help we need is in front of that giant coin. So we've got some other people that are level 10 or thereabouts near us. I need to level up, or train to a new level of power. Train up to the next level. So I can add enhancement slots to my various powers. I think we'll add one to that one. And I'm just trying to think. I feel like adding them to attacks is probably a better option. So we'll do that. That finishes that. Now we can look at what enhancements we have, because we can pop some more enhancements on some of our powers. So like that can get dropped on follow up to give it a bit more damage. Ranged ones are no use to me. I feel like we could just get rid of the ranged ones, to be honest, because all my combat's going to be up close anyway. That I don't have a power that requires that right now. By the time we do, that'll be too low level. We've got to change a lot of these because none of them are strong enough anymore. But there's nothing we can do with that right now. Oh yeah, I was going to show you guys the character creation, or at least the appearance customization kind of part of character creation. Apparently I've got more than one costume. I didn't think I did. So yeah, you can have... This will let you change your costume. First of all, you've got obviously your regular kind of body types, if you like. You could have a nice little... That's actually moderately similar to something I had before. So these are obviously kind of generic costume sets. In fact, go back. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to show you the variety of things that were available to it. So yeah, I mean, if I want to change to anything, I've got various types of things I can change to. I could change my head to that of like a hawk if I wanted to. Sorry, that's an eagle. I can be an eagle and nothing else. You know, that's fine. You can change it so you could have an eagle's beak or a vulture's beak or a hawk's beak. You can change to a minotaur, although I don't see any horns, of various sizes. You can obviously have masks, helmets, hats, hoods. There's so many different options, it would take me forever to go through everything. But let's say, for example, if I go to a standard look, you've got not much you can adjust. If I go to a full mask, you've got loads of different kind of details for that. Loads of different kind of colours you can adjust. You can change your ear type to be like a, you know, it's really something I'd have to go into by creating another character. I might create next time we do this, I might create another character to kind of show you through the character creation. Maybe we could create a villainous character just to have a better idea of what's going on. That might be the easier option, to be fair, because doing it as if it's... You do, if you're level like 20, you do get like new costumes. I think it's levels 20, 30 and 40. You can get a new costume for your character. So like when I did it, I had my character's regular costume like this, and then I had him as a darker, more, I suppose a more Spawn-like kind of character, you know, where he had, I have to go, did that say Steel Canyon north or south? Must be south because it's levels 10 to 14. Yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, no, so you could create, so I had him like with like kind of demonic wings and a more spiky kind of costume. I also had like a street clothes costume, you know, so we could pretend we were undercover if you were wanting to do like, you know, properly kind of roleplay things as we gotta go and see Mr. Rogers. Well, it's actually Detective Rogers. I don't know if Detective Rogers is male or female, so maybe we've just started assuming things we shouldn't be assuming. There he is. He's got, what in the world's going on through there? They're green. Oh, they're not difficult to defeat at all. I've been a cop for a long time, and experience has taught me to appreciate when someone offers to help. Once you've done some things, we've got to know you, we'll be sure to contact you if a real emergency comes up. So what am I talking to him for? I want to go to the university. Except, where is it? Have I gone to the wrong part of Steel Canyon? Calm down, wait, what? Just need to see something. There is another part to this part of the world. But some missions it does tell you just to get on the monorail and choose the location as the mission area, because then it'll take you straight inside. Yes, somehow the monorail will take you straight inside. I said Steel Canyon. Try Steel Canyon North. I don't know why it would be Steel Canyon North, given that's for even higher level characters. Steel Canyon's a kind of narrower area, literally like a steel canyon. Oh, see, these are all too high level for me. No, it has to be... I don't know where the university is. So it must be in Steel Canyon South. But it doesn't have a... I don't have a marker to show me where the heck I'm going. I'll have to have a closer look at the map, I think. There's Valkyrie, who's a university. Don't know why it didn't show me where that was. But I know where the university is. Is this way. Where was it? Make sure I'm not gone past it or anything. Oh yeah, it's there. So it must be... Is this it here? Is that the university? Looks like it, doesn't it? That looks like a university to me. So we'll go inside. And we'll talk to Grim, who's over here. He is wolf in a kilt and spiky shoulders. It's good to land my gaze upon your visage, Supernatus. You have the scent of the alien one, a mixture of unwashed humans and cheap parlour makeup. Your quest has taken you far today, has it not? I guess it has. Dillo said you needed help. Alien one's scent confuses me, much as guarded by that self-appointed warden of our realm. Though his motives may be suspect, his actions appear to be well guided. I am glad he had directed you to seek me out. By following various scents, I believe the trail to our mysterious malefactor has come to a conclusion. It would seem a neighbouring lord who styles himself as a great regent may perhaps be behind all of these shenanigans. Who's this lord? He bears the title of the Clockwork King. I found the remaining possessions in their hands. I believe it was his minions that acted as fence and the band of skulls as their cut purses. Fear not, for there is still justice that can be brought to King's peons. I shall hunt down these workers to the Clockwork King and prevent the apparati of our futuristic companion. I'm not sure. I'm in the middle of talking. Yeah. So, if he's staying, we should stop the Clockwork King. That's not what it said at all. Let's part ways for the moment's passing and seek out the Clockwork King's minion and dismiss them from his service. Let's do that. So I have to go and beat up clockworks on the rooftops of Steel Canyon. So up we go. I don't know if there's any on this rooftop, but they're quite easy to spot. Clockwork guys on the roof, which means we have to go up high. Those are not clockwork guys, those are weird magic people. All weird magical guys. I don't know. They're not who we're looking to fight anyway. Chris Jenkins, attorney at law, that's who you need to call if you're looking to sue people and get rich. You know, have you been injured in a superpower related conflict? Someone is responsible for your pain. See, Superman doesn't have to worry about that because he smashes up all the buildings and there's no one left to sue. That's why Superman gets away with it. So we need to find these clockwork guys, is basically the long and short of it. And they are on some rooftops. But there's also other people on the rooftops. So I don't know which rooftops we need to go to. Which means we just have to fly around until we find a rooftop that's got clockwork guys on the roof of it. And so far we've found none. You go right to the top of a skyscraper. Do you think they're up there? Up, up, up we go. No, they're not here either. Sorry, I was just looking to make sure that I had my microphone turned on. I can't find any of these clockwork peoples. Clockwork men. They're not really men, they're like flying, they're like weird shaped things. But I've not found a single one yet. Try clockwork on the rooftops of Steel Canyon. I'm on the rooftops and there's nothing here. I wanted to sing a song about that and then I remembered who that song was by. And now I don't. I don't know why I brought that to your attention. It would have been far worse if I'd actually started singing it. I'm not finding any of these clockwork people. How am I supposed to do the mission if they're not around? There's not even clockwork people down there. Okay, this isn't funny. Where are they? They could be anyone. Be careful. I don't know if they're talking about superheroes, supervillains. Maybe they're talking about, I don't know. There's El Super Mexicano for beer and dancing. Ah, we found some clockwork guys. Yay, at last. Attack. Kill them all. There we go. So we only have to find 7 more. It only took us a little while to find 3. So let's see if we can find another 7. Ah, look. Now there's some on the other rooftops that weren't there before. Or maybe I just wasn't low enough down to see them. Oh, that one's a lot stronger than I expected. And we paid the price for that. We're at the Steel Canyon Medical Center. I should have really looked to see what their strength was before I just dived in. So you die and you just causes all sorts of problems. I obviously need a decent amount of experience points to get to the next level. Ah, right, okay. So make sure they're not stupidly high level before we dive onto the roof. I'm not sure I've got the best power set to be fighting against robots. Well, they're not really. If they're clockwork, are they robots? I suppose they are. They just need to be externally powered by a person winding them up initially. Just initially, I mean, you know, obviously they've got some kind of perpetual motion device attached to them. I don't know. Sorry, a little uncomfortable in my seat there for a moment. No. I just don't see the point of fighting higher leveled ones when I can find lower leveled ones that will clear the mission too. Sounds like laziness, doesn't it? Sounds like being sensible to me. You can get the experience from clearing the mission. In my opinion, that's just as good. Alright, you know, if you don't mind the grind part of it, then it's not a major issue. And obviously, you know, in a lot of MMOs, the biggest problem was that the grind never felt worth it. But in this game, there's always so many powers you can get and so many things you can do, you know, that it's definitely more worth it than maybe some MMOs are. And that's often what a lot of them get wrong, I think. You know, a lot of people might disagree with me about this too. They might say they don't think this is as good as I'm saying it is. Of course people will, because everybody has their own preferences. Games-wise, I'll play almost anything. But there are some things I don't have the patience to play, but other people love. And I would never deem it right to tell those people that they were wrong to like something. Personally, I think if you enjoy what you're playing, carry on playing it. The main ones I don't play that other people really like are the likes of your Dark Souls type games. And I've tried a couple of them and I've tried to like them, but I just don't have... I've said this before, I think, I just don't have the patience to play them. Just haven't had, you know? I feel like what we need to do is like join in with some of the group-based missions. Chris Jenkins, attorney at law, is that who that guy is? No, he's not, but I've got to find 2 more of these clockwork people to kill. Can't win, lady, just hand it over, someone's saying on the side of the screen there. We don't have time for simple pickpockets. Nope, nope, nope. Way too high. And again, if they're pink, remember that means they're at least 4 levels above you. At least. Possibly even more. As we found out when we leveled up on some of the characters we were going past in the last area, were still more powerful than us. Still looking for more of them. We're on the hunt for clockwork robots. Are we going to find them? Who knows? That building's on fire. I don't mean that it's doing well. I don't think we'll find any at the top of that building, but let's try. Nope. Down again. You don't usually have to hunt around this long for the enemies you're looking for, but the difference is this mission... Nope. Too high. I know I'd be killed before I even managed to kill one of them. And then I'd have to just go back to the hospital and start all over again. Oh. Nope. Still a bit much. If their name tags are pink, I'm going to leave them alone. Unless it gets to the point where we've got other options. 3 levels is still a bit much to fight 2 of them at once. If it was 1 on its own, yeah, we'd probably be okay. But 2 at a time makes that a little more difficult. Maybe there's some more over here. Oh wait, these are ones we looked at before. Someone's being mugged over there. If you wanted, you could probably spend your time in this game just going round fending off muggers. So now we've got weird demons, spectral demon lords. Ain't nobody got time for that. There we go. That should do me quite nicely. They're still same level as me. Which is better than like 5 levels above or something. Which a lot of them tend to be. I find this, the way it's showing me this mission, it doesn't seem to want to tell me where to go. If you excuse the expression. We're going to fly straight up. Right, mission. So let's go to our contact. Call her. Hey, you're back. Looks like all of our searches turned up nothing. Protons are back at plan though. Well, like the guy always does. If we can't find the guy or girl who came back in time to screw around with the Shivan attack, then we're just going to have to change it back, right? Sure. So we may have a problem. Proton needs some of the devices that were stolen from him. And it seems the Clockwork King might be the one who still has them. You're going to need to break into one of his warehouses and steal everything back. You'll be walking straight into enemy territory. So I decided to assign you a partner. Unfortunately, I can't seem to get hold of Grim, and Dillo is helping Proton with his work, so... Oh, fantastic. Come on, don't be like that. Flambo's a hothead, sure, and she might be a little spacey at times, but she's got power enough to spare. Keep her on the right track, and I'm sure she'll be able to help out if things get rough. Faster to wait for you outside the warehouse, but knowing her well, let's just say the quicker you get there, the better. Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. So now we have to recover Proton's equipment over there. But for now, guys, I'm going to make that the end of tonight's stream. If you are interested in playing City of Heroes Homecoming, you can, as I say, if you search online for that, you'll find all the instructions that will tell you how to do so. But I'm going to finish for tonight. If you want to find out when I'm going live next, head over to twitter.com at twitter.com/supernautus. Generally speaking, most nights about 10 o'clock. And I'll usually take 1 or 2 days off in the week. It's not always the same ones, so that's not exact, but generally 10 o'clock PM UK time. If you want as well though, you can watch my previous streams on YouTube at Supernautus Streams. I'll look to get this one uploaded fairly soon, as well as the video that we did yesterday. Although I'm not too sure I want to do the GTA one, because there's no game audio in that one. So we'll see. Anyway, if you are watching on YouTube, please feel free to hit that like button, maybe drop a subscription, and hit that notification bell too, if you're enjoying what you're seeing. For now though, as I say, thank you very much guys, and I'll catch you all again next time. Good night for now. Good night. If I could get back to the desktop. Excuse me a minute guys. Yes, we will get there eventually, once I